Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. China's actually losing to these guys. Okay. Welcome back to, Hearts of Round 4 of the New Order Last Days of Europe as the former nation of Tomsk, now the, Commonwealth of Siberia. Now, in the last video, we started working on our economy, paying attention to what's happening in the east over here, as well as the west. And we're just, you know, trying not to fall apart. We're trying to increase our support and our power in the House of Representatives, the Duma. But right now we're struggling a wee bit. I think we'll our stability is pretty low, actually. I should probably hold off before doing anything with that. Yeah, shit. I better unpause, too. That's probably a part of my big issues, that nothing's happening. We're entering 66 pretty soon. Looks like Samara might actually win in the west. Beat the West Russians back. Sverdlovsk. I don't know what's going on with them, actually. I'll debug. Tag Tob. Can they do anything with a focus tree? Apparently not. Yeah, an offer for integration, and the devil cornered. They're still integrating Vortuka. Okay. PP 50. I'll help them out. Okay. Tag ERS. Just want to make sure, you know, they can actually do something. We'll see if the free aviators actually accept. I mean, they're kind of into the whole being free thing, but it's possible, you know, if they say yes, they'll move on. Yep, they did, so we can move on. We're going to go after Zlatovsk coming up. We'll see where that goes, and then after that, we'll see. Right now, we'll get working on regional synergy. One of the great difficulties of Russian geography is how isolated our various peoples can be, whether they be separated by mountains, forests, or just the great distance of a steppe. It's often a laborious task to bring an item from point A to point B. Such separation and isolation of our population makes ruling over any portion of Russia difficult. Hinders our industrial development and encourages separatism. In order to combat the various issues that arise from our isolation, we should begin patching the railway system of our disparate lands into one cohesive railway system. Such as a seamstress might repair a sweater, we will sew our lands together with rail. Okay. How's our stuff doing? Our deficit to income ratio is not too good right now. I'm not gonna lie. Economy. Yep, okay. West Siberia has been torn apart by factionalism and cliques ever since the end of the West Siberian People's Republic, or even before it, but now one of these factions has managed to come up on top, and it's the Sverdlovsk military government. Centered in the city of the same name, the junta has managed to keep its key opponents, the other remnants, powerful remnants of the WSPR, and extend its power over the less powerful ones. The threats to the regime are few and small, with most experts on Russian affairs agreeing that a force equal to the old socialist republic has risen. However, the dictatorship's leader, Konstantin Rakosovsky, I don't know, has refrained from making correlations with the WSPR, preferring to portray his regime as a new one. A new candidate for Russian dominance has appeared. One step closer. we will go ahead and see what ends up happening from there. The Ural Military District. I know there's a potential to, what am I thinking of? Communists have reunified Kazakhstan. Meet the old boss. Indeed, Allah is the most forgiving, the merciful. Probably consolidate humanist rule coming up. And here they are, kind of surrounding my my borders. Focusing in on me like hawks. Or eagles. The Russian eagle. That's what they're like. Oh, we can do pro-humanist campaigns now. In Novosibirsk, which if I'm not mistaken, that was a big place where you were facing some issues. So we'll see their new tree in a second, I guess. And then just eventually move on. Okay, we'll do another pro-humanist campaign. And when we're done, we'll increase popularity in a random district. Okay, is Briatic gonna win or is the Divine Mandate gonna win? Because I'm confused. Kind of the same thing with Samara, though it kind of looks more clear how that's gonna go. Yeesh. Yeah, I think I know where that's gonna end up going. More anti-tank stuff. Yeah. Now we'll just see what happens, really. I've seen them turn into democracy before. So hopefully they'll do that, you know? Decemberists and Monarchs have gained a seat and the Humanists have lost 2. Okay. So let's check. Right, we're the Humanists, that's right. That's not nice at all. We're losing popularity, or we're not the worst in popularity, but we could use some authority, and we're kind of losing our seats, which is kind of the most crucial part of us winning. What next? Let's work on, fuck, what do we want to work on? The Bureau of Military Industrial Development. Everything in warfare is industrialized now, whether it be the truck one rides in to get to the battlefield, or the scout plane one uses to scope out the battlefield, or the tank one drives to fight on the battlefield. All of it originates in factories far beyond the front lines. One simply cannot do this without these modern machines of war, and attempting to do so would be foolish. A new bureau is to be created which will manage the production and distribution of all those trucks, tanks, and aeroplanes coming out of the factories behind the front lines. Even if we can't beat the enemy with the quality of our weapons, we will at least be able to outproduce them. In true Russian fashion, am I right? Guess military construction? Even though I don't know if we're even still constructing anything. Nope. Apparently not. I think we can change that economy, right? Well, we could if we had PP, but we don't have PP. Oh dear. How's our Legacy of Siberian plan? I have a hit to consumer goods factories, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Let's take a look at stuff with our Siberian reunification, Grand Showdown, economy's disorganized, basic army, status of the district. Come on, go Democratic, buddy. You can do it. Make the right decision. We can have a good thing going together if you just do it. Huh. Let's see, we're doing the best we can. We still have some extreme political outsiders. I don't know, how's that all going? Political integration is getting worse. But I don't want to hurt stability too badly. Yeah, Bureau of Military Industrial Development. Let's do this. We reject the falsities of Marxism and anarchism. We offer our own kind of workers' republic, one unlike the Soviet Union, from whence our republic was born, with Siberian black armies who, through the inevitability of the human nature, was destined to fall back into despotism. Our republic is real, with legitimate democratic elections, rejection of the one-party state, and with freedom of speech and expression for all citizens. Sadly, ours is a unique path, and there aren't many who follow our ways. Hopefully, however, in time we will be able to spread democracy to all of Russia. Yes! There we go. That works. Great. That's LPR. I believe there's a somewhat famous figure who ends up leading there, which we'll have to wait and see. I'm looking for someone to boost stability. Guess encourage political thought. Kind of works. Yeah, let's try to get our stability up and running. Yeah, okay. Now let's try going up to speed 5, see how that goes. My PC can handle it. Hopefully I didn't say that too soon. Buryatia might have this. Actually. Maybe. I have no idea anymore, honestly. Well, they got some pockets going here. So assuming they can get that figured out, they might have this in the bag. Horizontal organization. Buryatia has that as a core state. War is hell. I should have paid attention to who actually won there. I'll have to look back in a second. Military fighting vehicles. Let's get some better tanks going. The T-64, for instance. That might be a good one. Getting some more stab. Always nice. Even though darkness reigns within the world, there still remain there still remain some nations that have retained their care for humanity. These nations of VOFN, Sweden, the Republic of India, all of these nations are examples of democracies that have survived the last decades. Getting their support would be crucial to the survival and recognition of our regime as legitimate. To this end, the diplomatic envoys have been sent to these nations. While we do not expect recognition as a legitimate government immediately, we can slowly sway them to our side. A trade deal here, intelligence there. With this strategy, it is hoped that we can achieve something of a mutual understanding between the humanist nations of the world. Humanists of the world unite. Who doesn't love music? The humanists have always answered the question with a resounding no one, and have always given even a common working man a chance to pursue their artistic passions on the side. They have thrown together a lovely music festival featuring the works of humanist composers from being played by workers. Despite mockings from other salons, the humanists have provided free music lessons to workers who want them. The performers have surprisingly done well so far, though not as well as professionals. The workers' musical prowess is certainly evidence of humanists' long-held belief and vision that education and the pursuit of one's passion is a right to all. But the politics that cause this event don't matter right now because everyone is able to have a good time, listen to some good music, and share some good vodka. Man is capable of whatever it puts its mind to. Okay, so Indonesia has won. That's not nice. Dang it, LBJ. You can't win them all, buddy. It's okay. Let's see what's going on with Lindy. Burning jungle. Alright, this is the Indonesia tree. So that's not gonna go on. Alright, we need a new focus. Guns of citizens. Our citizens are no longer strangers to the military. A good portion of them are serving right now, serving on the front lines or guarding the border, protecting us from whatever enemy might try to extinguish our light. A good deal more would certainly be willing to enlist and serve if not for one great problem our military has. It needs more arms. Guns, artillery, support equipment, you name it. We need it. Our citizenry might be ready and eager to serve, but the military just can't have them without any equipment. While we may be a peaceful people, our neighbors are assuredly not. If the need ever arises for mass conscription and arming of the populace, we must be ready, which is why an investment is needed in our military industry immediately. I'm down for that, especially if we end up going for the new gun soon. Oh, yeah, there goes the good old collapse of really everything in Africa, except South Africa. People's Republic of Zanzibar, ultra-nationalists, I was expecting communists there. Tanzania, TANU, socialist, libertarian socialist, despotism. Well, Sukarno wins the Indonesian Civil War. It's the Congolese Republic. We'll see what happens. Let's consolidate some humanist rule. Consolidate humanist rule authority. Let's check the decisions in district map. Huh. Strange times in a strange land indeed. So is that... That's fascism. Still, we got an extreme amount of political outsiders. I guess we gotta figure if that's gonna be a bad thing or not. Which I don't think so necessarily. I mean, our idealism is pretty high. Guns of citizens. We're not getting radical ideologies popping up, at least it doesn't seem like we are. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's finish our economy plan. Let's go family subsidies. Despite conjecture to the contrary, we are of the opinion that aid to the poor and alien Russia does more good than it does harm. By implementing a system of fiscal stimulus into the poorest regions of our nation, we can raise the overall productivity and quality of life in those regions, eventually bringing them up to speed with the rest of Russia. By providing the poor family money with which to pay for their food and buy coal for their furnaces, we free up capital that they can spend on other products and appliances. By increasing consumption, we boost industry, increase standards of living, and this upward spiral snowballs until the fiscal aid isn't even needed anymore. Hopefully that'll work. Let's get working on even more improvements to our weaponry. Yep, West Siberian Republic. And who do we have as president? Boris! What's up, buddy? Mr. Yeltsin. There we go. So that'll give them options to go into the southern Urals, it looks like. Mainly, I'll Square, our popularity isn't even the biggest then there. How's our authority? We'll have to wait and see, actually. I'll check back in later. And now is later, I guess. We got a day, and let's see. 30.1, okay, that's decent. Took all the authority of a Decembrist. And now we can start working. Probably, I'd say against the Bastillards. Who else? Let me check the Duma map. Where is it? There we go. Yeah. Family subsidies. Then we'll go for improved healthcare. Universal healthcare, even. There's one issue which most all citizens are united, is that our healthcare system could be improved. While the mechanism that provides the insurance and funding for healthcare is functional, the hospitals themselves are grossly out of date and in need of renovations. Machinery that's decades old, medicine that's long since expired, and far worse, has been discovered in the hospitals across the nation. While this may have sufficed in previous decades, we now live in a rapidly modernizing Russia where such inadequacy will no longer do. Hospitals will be allocated greater funding, and a new oversight committee will handle the further modernization of our nation's healthcare facilities. That works for me. I don't know about you guys, but that works for me. We'll weaken their propaganda, then we'll do another pro-humanist campaign. Proving our popularity in Tomsk, even though I don't know if our popularity in Tomsk is to question. What else do we want to work on? I don't know. Maybe, mechanized, or, trucks. Yeah, motorized, that's it. Okay, is Briata gonna win, or what? I don't even know what the fuck's happening anymore. Okay, pro-humanist campaign. Geographic Banger versus the Euro League. We'll see what happens there. Not much in the way of engineering to work on. We have doctrines, that's right. Probably should have worked on these a while back. Shit. Let's work on maneuver warfare. Do we want to do that? It's mainly a tank thing, but once we get our industry going, I think tanks wouldn't be the worst. What about planning and preparation to let's do strategic theorem. That works for me. I can't believe I forgot about my fucking doctrine. My military doctrine in a military conquest game. This is more of a diplomatic subset of it, but still. Prince of the... Right, the Mongol guy. Let's do a great symphony. Our GDP will increase. Our expert handling of the economy has resulted in a boom. Several sectors of the economy, including manufacturing, construction, utilities, and finance, have reached double digits in growth. With this explosive economic rise, we have seen a great deal of financial resources flooding into our coffers. With these newfound resources, we continue to invest back into our economy, increasing quality of life, lowering unemployment, reducing crime, increasing stability, and boosting economic expansion in our country even further. A great symphony of steel and steam is coming together, and the changes this melody will bring Russia are unfathomable. That works for me. Okay, if a low turnout here might be good for us, honestly. Yeah. I mean, the place with the highest turnout, we have the most support. By a fair enough margin, even. So, I don't know. Support weapons 5. Get working on Great Symphony. Eventually Chair of Economic Research. Trying to decide what... Should probably actually do my foreign policy tree before I even start thinking of that, actually. Okay, Euro League has defeated People's Republic of Magnitogorsk in a war. Yeah, that was quick. GG's. Southern Ural United Defense League. They got that nifty little faction. Great Symphony. Chair of Economic Research. As our national economy grows and diversifies, it will become increasingly unwieldy and susceptible to external market forces. The government has an obligation to the people to mitigate the influence and severity of these market fluctuations on the economy. Our method of combating this will be through greater integration and development of our domestic economy. A new government department will be formed with the intent of further integrating our worker co-ops, private business, and government industry. By encouraging further interdependence and communication between these sectors of the economy, we will be able to solidify our national economy. So we'll get disorganized economy, but we start with humanist economy. These People's Siberian plan succeeds. Hopefully will give us some bonuses. When is our election happening again? July. So hopefully we'll have enough time for this to work out in our favor. Okay, who's doing where? Well, where? Decembrist. Modernist. That's a lot of authority I just lost. I better hold off on doing anything else. Yikes. I guess Samara's gonna win. And I've given up on guessing what's gonna happen here. Are they pushing forward or getting pushed back? I don't know. I really don't know. Could weaken their authority, but it's going to decrease our... Let's consolidate rule. Shared economic research. And our economy is organized. So let's get working on our army. Now that we have a economy that can support us. Improve organization. Uniting our region of Central Siberia was no simple task. It required the collective efforts of thousands of soldiers and their officers, working in tandem in order to subdue the smaller warlords on our borders. The experience these soldiers and officers have gained thus far will prove vital. As we attempt to improve our military in the future, we should tap on this experience through the promotion of our most successful experienced and successful officers and soldiers. Additionally, we should begin interviewing our soldiers to see what they believe needs improvement in our armed forces. That works for me. In the city of Novosibirsk, in a conference room down the street from a food processing plant, a group of workers meet with a group of bureaucrats. The bureaucrats read off a list of quotas that the central government would like met. The workers, elected by their fellows on the plant floor, read off a list of necessities that must be provided. They haggle, but ultimately a decision is reached that works for everyone. Many miles away in Kemerovo, a similar discussion takes place with workers in a steel mill. The fact that the mill is ran by a state-owned enterprise does not detract from the rights of the workers. The town of Yurga, a landlord, rubs his eyes with anxiety. A letter has just arrived from his family loyal in the capital, detailing a new set of regulations that will likely chip away at the wealth amassed over generations of landholding. Meanwhile, upriver family farmers toast to their improved fortunes. Across Central Siberia, the impact of the humanist economic reforms are being felt in every home, office, and factory. The rights of workers to control their own destinies have been promulgated. For the people of the region, the new Siberian plan has been a monumental success. There can be no understanding between the hand and the brain unless the heart acts as mediator. Alright. So we're doing pretty damn good, I gotta say. How is our popularity? I think is starting to build, right? A little bit. Not so much in Novosibirsk, but you know, that'll come in time. Exit out of that. Do we have elections? Apparently we did. Nothing happened. Up, Romania sides with Italy. Italian money won the day. For today. Oh, they went with a despotism. Oh, they're an associated state. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna have to cut it here. So, thank you as always for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, go and leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you want to see more of this kind of content in the future, I do stuff like this every weekday, and I do random stuff every weekend. So if you want to keep up with that, hit that subscribe button. Even hit the notification bell if you want to stay really up to it. If you have any comments, feedback, concern, go ahead and leave in the comment section below. I already said that, I think. I'll say it again just in case. I read all the comments again and appreciate any all feedback you might have for me. If you want to send a few bucks my way, I have a Patreon. Down link below. I don't make money off this, so if you think I deserve some money, I'd appreciate if you'd took the initiative yourself and sent some my way. If you can't or you don't want to, fair enough, but I appreciate the thought, at the very least. So I have a Discord if you want to check that out. Chat, play games, fun old time when we're not, you know, doing stuff. And, what else? I have a Twitch if you want to see me do stuff like this live. It's not the most frequent, admittedly, but it, you know, I do stuff like that. So if you want to keep up with that, go ahead and check out the Twitch. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, my name has been DB333, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.